Okay, this is part 3, and this is the location where Orpheus Park drains on the stormwater runoff. You can't see it from here, but above me where I'm looking at is the series of culverts that I showed you from before, the above shot. And they all come down to this location right here, and this is one of the culverts that is right next to the classrooms here at Paul Ecke. Just recently they put this fence up to keep it closed in, but as you can see over there, there's a stairway, classrooms, and I've helped a number of teachers that are in these classrooms here say there are some odd smells that come through on occasion. Now there's some standing water, and as we walk down through this way, there's more standing water and leaving debris in there. We'll pan around and you'll see the drain culvert there, guarded by a fence, and then you'll see is their garden area right here. And throughout, and I'm going to give you an example of one right there, there's a crack. I'm not sure if it comes through or not, but it's right about in the center of the screen right there. A crack in the culvert which water escapes and flows into the ground. Just so you can see, here's the, almost dropped my camera. There's the garden right here. Then what we have is more classrooms over here. Little construction area. And then here's an example of unmaintained waterway. You have a lot of sludge, mud, grass, debris that is basically flowed down from one of the main drains right there that comes down from the park. You can see it right there, and it goes through. Now every bit of this water is a runoff, stormwater runoff from Orpheus Park. More debris from being unmaintained. That is not school property over there. There's a bunch of grass and debris, mud growing in it. Now, if you look down here, you'll be able to see that long culvert area right there. For years, there was never a fence here, and it was just wide open to the kids to get in there and play. Matter of fact, they still play because you can access it from the play sandbox, which we're going to go to right now. More debris, as you can see. Now this fills up and actually turns into a river when we have heavy rains. Now next week we're expecting rain. Forecast is rain for the next 4 or 5 days. They expect a few inches here on the coast. As I walk down this culvert here, you can see more heavy grass and debris growing in there. That is not school responsibility to clean. And here is where it empties out. And basically there's a good shot of some kids running in the area right now. You can see them over there, and this is where it ends. So that long walk comes through here filled with more debris, and then it just empties out right at the playground sandbox right here. Now, based on studies from the Environmental Protection Agency as well as the Center of Disease Control regarding wastewater runoff, there's very significant findings regarding the amount of bacteria that is flushed downstream and associated illnesses and diseases. There are numerous links that support this evidence, and numerous studies from around the country that have shown recreational areas, ballparks, soccer fields, and so forth contaminated with wastewater contributed to from animal waste. So essentially, I'll walk one last bit before I sign off, and you'll see here's the play structure right here, and here's the end of the fence that protects the children from going inside of there. And that's how you do it. You get through the back of this way right here. As a matter of fact, this little area was shown to me on a farmer's market, because we do have the farmer's market that's held right out there on Sundays. And my kids were over here playing one afternoon with a bunch of their friends, and they would say, hey, let's go this way. And we started walking down it unknowingly, not realizing the potential that we're faced with the stormwater runoff. Anyways, at this point, that concludes this part of the wastewater runoff effects from a dog park that's been unmaintained by the city of Encinitas.